Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. All right, so this week has been so interesting. The message yesterday was like very integral to the progression of this week is what I want to say. So I'm going to carry on this week with the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So let's see what Spirit has to share here. I'm just going to shuffle this a few more times while I tune in. Okay, they keep showing me looking through like a telescope, but more of those like spyglass, like a spyglass from like Little Mermaid. They show me looking through that at the mountains in the distance. And they're saying, promise yourself you will go the distance. There's my dog. Promise yourself you will go the distance is what they're saying. So let's see what the cards have to say. Well, would you look at that? Honestly. Okay, so you know how I'm like, oh, I'm seeing these mountains in the distance. First card out, look at this. Look at the imagery. Of course. So this card says leap. It says you go first and the universe will catch you. So this is really like keep your eye on the prize. Keep your dreams and desires in focus as you journey step by step by step by step. What seems like it could be far away is actually closer than you think when you focus on step by step by step. And in some of those steps, it's going to require you to leap. And for some of you, this is interesting. They're saying for some of you, the single step can feel like a leap, but they're like, trust in the resonance. If the resonance of your being is propelling you to move forward, is propelling you forward, beckoning you to move forward, follow it. Because the universe is really echoing that which your soul desires. And they're also showing me, they're like, notice the moon on the card here too. For many of you, the seeds planted in this new moon that we just had may be fulfilled, may blossom, may show themselves within the energy of the full moon. So there's a lot of growth coming in the next little bit, which allows us to leap. And so this says you go first, the universe will catch you. This is so true. This is about that co-creation potential. When you recognize you are an equal parts co-creator with Source, with the universe, with the higher realms, with Spirit. When you really, really, really hold tight to the fact that you are equal parts co-creator, amazing magic can happen. When you sit back and always just wait for Spirit to show up, sometimes we totally miss the boat of opportunities that they're bringing for us to then step forward again based on our dreams and desires. So recognize your power in this partnership. Now they're saying to further understand this, Spirit is saying, okay, so in connection with this spyglass image that I saw in the mountains and the leap, Spirit's saying so much of this is made possible because a lot of you with this Unbound card have released soul patterns, released soul contracts, and past life karmas that have been holding you back. Many of you have released these binds and you now are free to move and free to really take that leap. Look how this is like the same person, right? Isn't that so cool? And so again, we still have this mountain imagery too. I mean, holy emphasis from Spirit here, but you have released so many ties that bind you. And I want to say one of the biggest ties based on yesterday's message is any ties to fear energy. Now, I really want to be clear that we can have moments of fear. That's natural, but it's when we choose what we're going to do about it and move forward is where we make the difference versus being stuck in it. When we're stuck, we are bound and tethered by it. But when we cut those ties using our conscious mind and conscious choice, we create this beautiful freedom. So many of you have put yourselves in a position now where you are free to leap. You are free to move and even beyond the mountaintops. What was maybe your mountaintop as your goal, the universe is saying, do you want to move beyond that? Do you want to levitate metaphorically beyond that into something more, beyond your box of what is real, you can here. And so this is breaking down barriers and limitations to what you think is possible. And so they're saying, this is just so fun, in that energy of liberation and freedom that you have really helped to cultivate for yourself, which is hugely significant, they're saying tune in to the inner temple. It says devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Now, this is so interesting because these messages are really leading into what I will be talking about in Cosmic Consciousness next week. So next Wednesday, Cosmic Consciousness Circle, I'm going to be talking about the heart energy and how significant it is. I'm going to be talking about the fear energy. So Spirit is just bringing it through in all the ways of how through this energy of this inner temple, if we call it, we have the ability to transcend any limitation, any of these ties. And when we transcend it, we then have the ability to create anything. Seriously, to create anything without being held back. So we're sitting on this precipice right now of untapped creative power in all ways. Some of that can be spiritual, some of that can be new initiatives created on the planet, advanced technology that is of benefit. Perhaps it's like free energy type thing. Like people are sitting on this precipice having released a lot of binds, giving them these abilities to freely create, to allow their minds to open to higher level consciousness in all of the ways it can show itself. They're even showing me like sustainable farming. They're showing me changes in economic structures, like ways to do things differently. A lot of minds now are going to be activated, especially when they move through the temple of the heart. When it comes from creations from the heart space is where things really, really change. So in this energy now that you've kind of set yourself free, as you rise up into the energy here, tune into the temple of your heart, that inner sanctum. Spirit has always said to me from the very beginning, the entry to Spirit is through your heart. Move into the heart space first, and from there you go anywhere. And you can see how this imagery is almost like fractals. And for those of you that watched Cosmic Consciousness last month, I talked about the fractals and the consciousness and the connection to the heart and the fractal energy. And that's really what's happening here. The farther you go in on this image, the more it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And fractals are really the essence of the universe expressing itself. And if this is feeling too far out of the box right now, this is sometimes where we go in Cosmic Consciousness. So if you like this reality challenging way of thinking, you definitely want to join. But for this moment right now, today, tune into the energy of your heart. And you can do it as simply as just kind of resting your hand on your chest, tuning in, feeling that home frequency, that soul frequency that is you, that resonant frequency within. Tune in there. Tune into what you wish to manifest, to create, what you want life to be like, how you want to feel, where you're going, because you are unbound. You are unbound and you are ready to leap. You really are. And Spirit is also saying that that spy scope that I was being shown with the mountain image is Spirit also. They're like, that is us also watching you. We are watching you on these mountaintops, jumping and allowing yourselves this freedom. We see you and we are supporting you. So amazing, amazing. I just love when it comes through with, you know, it can come through the cards, it can come through messages, it carries on in all of the beautiful ways. So may you feel loved and supported today. May you feel like the universe has your back and things are moving in the right direction. In the density of 3D, there are things that may be perceived like they're moving in the wrong direction. But in the bigger picture of things, the higher frequential energies, things are moving in the right direction to help clear out more here. Trust in your heart's resonance and follow that. So I will leave that with all of you. Happy Thursday, everyone. I will see you tomorrow.